right, well, happy Saturday, guys. We are going to be making and canning some blueberry pie filling. Now, I've never done this before, so you guys are going to come along with me. I have my my Sure gel over here, so that is ready to go. And I wanted just to say, now I'm going to leave a link down below to the home preserving website, the government website down below, to how to can this pie filling. But just for the record, I am going to be using the Amish Canning Cookbook. I really love this cookbook, and I haven't used it nearly as much as I have been wanting to, so any chance that I can, if I can find the recipe in here, I'm going to give it a try. So I am on page 138 in case you have this book or you want to get this book. And I think I might have to clean my screen. Oh, I think I gotta clean my screen. Alright, so anyway, here's the blueberry pie filling. Here is what we're going to be using. 24 cups of blueberries, 6 cups of sugar, 2 1/4 cups of clear gel, 7 cups of cold water. I'm not using bottled juice, and a 1/2 cup of bottled lemon juice. You do not want to use fresh when you can, because every lemon is different, so the pH can be off. So you want to use bottled lemon juice when you can. Now, if you're making something fresh, or you're going to use it right away, that's another thing. But if you're canning it and you want it shelf stable, use the bottled lemon juice. I was going to do this earlier, but I realized that I didn't have a pot large enough for my pie filling. The largest thing that I have is my little 6-quart over here. I think I have an 8-quart Dutch oven, but I don't know if I have that anymore. I think all I have is 2 6-quarts left, and then my cast iron enamel one. So Matt ran out and got me a 22-quart stainless steel that I can actually use as a canner. All I need is a rack. So I'm going, once I'm all done, I'm going to see if this rack fits in there. If not, I'll get a rack, or I'll make a rack, but this actually can be used as a canner. All you want to do is make sure that you have a lid for it, and this has a tempered glass lid that comes with it. But this is going to be plenty big now to make my pie filling, and also it's really nice because I can do a lot more canning in this. I'm always kind of stuck on smaller batches because they never had a big pot to make it in. So this is going to be nice. I've been wanting one for a long time, and now's a better time than any, I guess. So I have my I've had my things sitting in here sterilizing, and I have my jars in there. These things have been sterilizing for the past hour because I've been waiting for my camera battery to charge, and it's actually still not all the way charged, but we're just gonna go with it because I cannot wait any longer. It is like 6:30 at night and I want to get this done. So I've got my tripod set up. I'm gonna set you guys up on that, and this is the recipe we'll be doing, and so let's get started. Okay guys, so in this stainless bowl here I have my 6 cups of sugar, and then what I want to add to this is 2 1/4 cups of clear gel. And now it makes me wish I would have bought more clear gel, but I think I bought 3, I think, of the cook type. I know for sure 2. Alright, so I'm going to just level this off here. And there's 1 cup. And just in case I spill some. There's 2. And then quarter. Alright. There we have it. So, for the record, when you're making pie, filling, you're going to need quite a bit of clear gel. So as you see, I've already used a half a container. Luckily, at this Country View that we bought it from, it's not very expensive. Next time I go, though, I will definitely be picking up about 5 or 6 of these suckers. Alright, so now that those are in together, I'm going to grab a whisk. And I'm just going to kind of whisk these two together here. And then I'm going to take you over to my pot and we're going to go ahead and dump it in. Okay guys, so hopefully you guys have a pretty good look inside my pot here. I'm going to go ahead and just add all of that in. Make sure I get it all in there. Okay. Okay, and then to this we are adding 7 cups of cold water here. There we have it. Now, I'm going to take a stainless steel spoon. I'm just going to mix this all together. Okay, medium-high heat until this mixture begins to bubble and thicken. So, I will bring you back when we get to that point, and that's when we'll be adding our lemon juice. Okay guys, so I want to turn this on so you guys can see it's gone from a really thin, like almost like a fat-free milk consistency, to a really thick pie filling, essentially. So, you want to keep stirring it. Do not want it to burn or stick. And it's starting to bubble. So what I'm going to do now, and it turns really fast for anyone who's never made it before. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and add my lemon juice. And then I'm going to start my timer, and I'm going to stir this now for 1 minute. Okay, now we're going to stir in the blueberries, so thank you, Matt. Say hi to everyone.
Hi everyone. Is that it?
Yep, now we got to stir in the blueberries, so I'm going to have you keep stirring for me. As we add them.
And fold. And fold. And fold.
Until we bring them up to... Okay guys, so there is our blueberry pie filling, and it is heated all the way through. It's nice and hot. My jars are still simmering in there. Luckily my water's still hot over here, and now we're gonna get to canning. Okay guys, so we're gonna start with our first jar here, and now my Amish book says to fill it with 1.5 inch headspace, and the government website says 1 inch. So probably gonna do somewhere in the middle. This is thick and beautiful, and I've already tasted some, so it's Matt, and it is really good. So I'm gonna need a spoon here. And too much. Alright, let's see. I'm going to grab another hot jar out of the canner so I can put this in it. And then definitely want to use your debubbler for sure on this. You will even see the air pockets. I'm going to go all the way around. Get as much those air bubbles out as I can. And your headspace might change when you do this. This is so much fun. I love it. There we go. And that is, I'm going to call that just under the 1 inch mark. Might be able to add just a touch more. That is going to be big. I'm going to test it. We are definitely at the 1 inch mark. I think that's going to be good. Just scrape the sides of that off. And then we are going to, hopefully you guys can see this. I should scooch up some. There we go. Then we're going to take our vinegar. I'm going to wipe off the rim of the jar really well. And then I am going to go right for the bottom here. While this is still hot. Whew. Okay, so my Tatler, because I want to use a Tatler lid, I'm going to go ahead and put that rubber on. Place it right on like that. Now I have the easy lids, so I do not have to back off. If you're using a traditional Tatler lid, you would tighten it finger tight and then back off a little bit. I don't have to do that. I just have to do fingertip tight on this, and this is going in the canner. You guys can see it is heavy, it is beautiful. Whew, and it is hot. Alright, so it's going in the canner. Alright. Then I'm going to pull out one more here. Just when I need it. And my funnel. So you guys can see that. Definitely, probably one of the more messiest canning sessions I've had. This stuff is thick and it's definitely a bit messier than jam, if you've ever canned jam before. To give you any idea. Alright, let me get my tool here. Debubble. Get that pie filling all nice and condensed down. And that is probably a little bit more than want. We're going to go ahead and just scoop it right into the other jar. There we go. That's definitely more like 1.25 inches. I would say. Yeah. Just under 1 inch, which is what I'm comfortable with. So, let's clean more Tatler in here. So, definitely, let's use it. Okay. And there we go. Fingertip tight. And in the canner it's going to go. Woo! That's hot. I don't want to keep boring you guys with a really long canning video. So, I know some of you like watching me can this. So, when you get to the bottom, you're gonna have, if you did it right, you're gonna have exactly 7 quarts. And I'm not kidding when I say exactly, like not a half an inch shy. You have got to make sure you scrape everything. If you don't do it right, you would be just shy of 7 quarts, and that would be frustrating. So make sure when you follow this recipe to the T that you scrape down every little ounce that you can get out. and then you will have enough. Alright, so let's clean this rim. Now this one is more of, I would say, 1.5 inches. And let's measure. Yeah. This is more like what the Amish book tells you to use. So I'm betting if you use 1.5 inches, like the Amish book instructs, you'd be good. If you're doing it like the government says and do it to 1 inch, you might be shy when it comes to your 7th jar. So just be aware of that. At least I am, and I followed the instructions to a T. So we are okay even with this one. Wash my hands because they are very sticky. Alright. And then you want to make sure when you're water bath canning, of course, I'm not here teaching you how to can, okay? This is not how to can 101. I would strongly suggest you read as much as you can and learn the proper way of canning. But you want at least 1 inch of water above your jars. And I know it's really hard to be able to tell that with this, but you can always measure. Okay, you can always measure, and even that, it's really hard to tell because it's so steamy. But we're at about, I have about I would say 1.5 inches of water above my lids, above my jars. And that's what you want. You want at least 1 inch. I have 1.5 inches, which is fine. And I don't want to add any more. Well, maybe I'll add just a tiny bit. But when this starts rocking and rolling, some of that water might escape on my stove. So I have my heat cranked up. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to grab my lid. Then we are going to keep an eye on this. Once this starts coming to a rolling boil, I will put the lid back on. I'm going to check it until it does. Once it does, I'm going to cover it, not peek at it again for 30 minutes until these are done processing. And then when they're done, I will bring you guys back and show you what the jars look like. This was a lot of fun. Okay guys, our timer just went up. And let me grab my tongs. Get this all situated. Make sure. Put this up so you guys can see. Alright. Shut this off. And shut off our canner. Now they say you should wait 5 minutes. Did you drop something? Oh, boo-boo. What'd you drop? Oh, okay. Alright, so they say you should wait 5 minutes. But it doesn't say that in the directions, so I'm not going to. Alright, so let's get these out of the canner. I'm going to put my lid over on my cutting board. And let's actually, I'm going to lift these jars up and out. Oh my gosh, they are so heavy. Alright, now let's get them out of the canner. There is one. And two. Actually, I'm going to put this one over here. Oh, they look beautiful. get them spaced out.
Mama,
Yes, my love bug.
I made a train track.
You did?
Yes.
Are you coloring me a train track?
Yes. I made a train track, a blue train track.
Nice.
For wagons and trains.
Nice.
And another train.
And then my 2 tattlers here. One. I have to scoot this down a little bit more. Oh, we have pinging. All right. Let me scoot these down just a little bit. Still give them enough room to space out. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to move you guys just a little bit here. And I'm going to get
Mama, I made a
towel.
train track with one more train track.
You did?
Yeah.
All right, now with the tattlers, you want to make sure that the ring is tight. These are tight. So I don't have to screw them down. Sometimes they get a little loose when processing, but these are fine. So I'm just going to let those sit. And then as far as these go, this one hasn't pinged yet. Can't really tell. Don't want to touch them, so I'm just going to let them up there. That one just went. Oh, the sound of pinging to a canner is the best. So there you guys have it. There is blueberry pie filling. How fantastic is that, right? Now, somebody had said, please do a pie video on how you're going to use it in making a pie. I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to have to take a look at the weather this week. I know tomorrow's supposed to be cool, but my kids aren't home. They're with their dad this weekend. Uh-oh, and Mina's crying. Can you go give Mina her binky for Mama, please, so I can get to her? I don't know if I'll make the pie tomorrow, but it is supposed to be cold and rainy, like 52 and raining all day. So it'd be a great day to run the oven and make a pie. So I might do it then. I know I definitely want to do the pretzels Monday because my boys will be home to eat it. I can't make all those pretzels. Me and Matt won't eat them. We might. Last time I got one. So it's the boys that really eat that up. So yes, my love.
I cannot find her binky.
Okay, I'll come find her binky.
Calm down.
Okay. Matt went and got, he ran to go get Chinese takeout. We've got a couple movies to watch tonight, and I can go to bed a very happy girl that all of this is canned and will go on the shelf and make lots of pies or tarts or any of that. So, alright guys, I gotta go because Mina is screaming her head off and she's just getting tired. So I'm gonna make her a bottle and get her in the swing. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to do, and I definitely look forward to making something else. I don't know, peach, cherry. They have cherries at Sam's Club that are frozen. They're a bit on the pricey side, but I might have, you know, dabble my hand in some cherry pie filling. My recommendation, if you're going to use frozen, set them out long before I did. I set them out like maybe a half hour to an hour before I canned, and they were still pretty frozen, which drops the temperature of your Sure Gel and your water and your lemon juice mixture, and then it takes more time to get it up to temperature. So my advice is you set them out, let them get to room temperature, or at least, you know, I don't know, that's my suggestion. That way when you're bringing it back to you know, heated all the way through and nice and hot to go in your hot jars, it doesn't take you forever. Mine kind of took a while to get heated back up. So that I learned, and that I will be more aware of next time I make it. So, and other than that, when they say 7 quarts, they mean 7 quarts. So you might find yourself scraping the bowl. So be aware of that as well. So the recipe is definitely true, and they do not waste you know, a spoonful. So, but other than that, that's my only tips if you guys give this a try. Thanks for hanging out with me while I did this for the first time. And now I have to say I'm kind of addicted and I want to make more pie filling tomorrow. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I've got to can some beans and make a pie for you guys using one of these jars. I can't wait to find out how the tattlers come out. I'll keep you posted on those, and if they seal. If they don't, they'll go in the fridge, and I will definitely be making a pie with one of those. Hopefully they seal, but I'm gonna let these little guys just sit and rest on the counter overnight, and check them out in the morning and wash them up and label them and all that kind of fun stuff. And so, yeah, that's it. All right, guys, let me know if you've canned this or if you plan on canning it. I'm super excited, and my washer's singing to me. All right, guys, busy night here. It's always loud. And thank you, by the way, for all the compliments of you guys liking to hear my babble, and you don't mind the craziness in the background, and you preferred over the speed videos with the music. That meant a lot to me because it definitely is loud in this house. All right, guys. Bye.